This morning, a crew showed up at a property that my wife and I own. They brought in a big bulldozer and a huge excavator. We're having a pavilion built for family, friend, and company gatherings. A portion of a hillside, together with some large tree stumps, must be removed to make way for the structure. As I watched the operator handle the excavator, removing a tree stump some 4 feet in diameter with a single stroke of the bucket, my thoughts turned to the fact that I also own a bulldozer and a backhoe. I commented to myself that I could have done that particular job. Sure, why not? I could have removed that stump, and then I thought that that would have been both a waste of my time and potentially a challenge. It was a mighty big stump, and my backhoe isn't very large, and I've never pulled something that big from the ground. These pros represented what I call leverage. Leverage. In my world, it's the process I use to surround myself with expertise that I don't have, or to take care of jobs and projects for which I lack time or equipment. It's what allows me to have literally dozens of projects in process at any given time. It's how I exponentially expand my time and expertise. It's what I use to get things done. Mow my own lawn? Paint a room, dig out a stump, update a website, do my bookkeeping? Sure, I can do it, but my time is worth more than the cost of paying someone else, and that someone I'm paying to do it is an expert at the task. Therefore, they'll likely do a better job. Good leverage is a critical component of effective time management. One of my consistent messages to my team is to understand and use leverage in their activities. Each of us is human. While some folks are certainly more productive than others, we each have a capacity level which dictates what we can accomplish, and equally as important, the quality of our work. You know this to be true because you sometimes leave the office 2 hours after closing time, having spent those hours catching up on that very day's patient records because you were slammed. Or that project that you've wanted Sarah to get done drags because she's covering the absence of another employee. It's times like these, when we are feeling overwhelmed with our work, that mistakes occurred. In our work as development consultants, we see this challenge crop up often. Do you have an office manual? We might ask of a new client. The reply is no, I haven't had time to develop one. Does your partnership have a buy-sell operating agreement in place? No, our attorney hasn't gotten that done yet. They have too many questions. Who designed your office? I did, is the response, and it took me over a year. All too often we observe that the barriers to growth and financial well-being lie in what I call limited bandwidth. You simply don't have the time nor the expertise to get done what needs to get done. Our respective Achilles heel is always what we don't know. That's why I surround myself with team members who are, in simple terms, smarter than I am at what they do. I try to recruit and retain the very best. I have a stable of attorneys, accountants, consultants, investment advisors, contractors, plumbers, electricians, and a myriad of other talent at my disposal. And while I'm confident that I'm smart enough to handle most any task, we all know that there's a YouTube video for everything. I'm also smart enough to seek out expertise and properly value my time. That leverage allows me the freedom to invest my time in those activities that compensate me beyond wages or delivers joy to me and others. As the CEO of an enterprise with many moving parts, yes, I need to have a reasonable understanding of process, but I can't possibly be an expert at everything. Hire good people, facilitate the setting of goals, and get out of their way. That's a time-honored mantra that has driven my decision-making for decades. Have a task to accomplish? Find the best resource possible and leverage your time and expertise. Speaking of resources, at Cleinman Performance Partners, we've spent decades developing our skills in strategic planning, wealth building, and organizational development. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us for a no-obligation exploration.